What up, E?
The Dizzy man.
Shit, man. Getting where you fit in podcast, man. I appreciate you coming on here, man.
Oh, you know what time it is. What's going on with you?
Shit, man. And trying to get in where I fit in. You
Oh,
feel
you
me?
fit in? So you in?
For sure. Man, for people that don't know who you are, you know what I'm saying? You want to tell them who you are?
All right, let me tell y'all who I am. First and foremost, I am E3 or Baby Easy or Easy E3. Should I have to dig deep into the definition of why they call me that? I'm the third son of the legendary godfather of gangster rap, Eric Easy Wright himself.
That's
So
that's
that's who
right,
I
man.
am. That's where I come from, baby. You know?
For sure, man. So as we was talking on the phone, you know what I'm saying? You don't know how to like produce nothing. Man, I don't
Nah,
either. You know what I'm
nah,
saying?
I just don't got the patience for it. You know what I mean? It's just like I
Yeah,
know I could do anything I set my mind to, but it's
right.
just if I want to do it. You know what I mean? And like
Yeah,
I tried over time. You know, some years before. I mean, I made a beat. You know what I mean? It was pretty cool. It was pretty basic, but it was cool for the basic. But other than that, I really just don't got patience for none of that shit. That's why I leave all that shit to the production. I leave all the mixing and mastering to the engineers. You know
hell
what I
yeah,
mean? I just know
hell
play
yeah.
my part. That's all. You know how I go.
Sure, for sure, man. So, like you already said, you the second son. So how many
Third,
Easy's is
hey,
it?
look, I was the second son until we found out I had another older brother.
Okay,
Basically, that's like a few months or a month or so younger than my oldest brother, Lil Easy, and they got the same name, but both Erics. You know what I mean? So that made me the third son. That made at first I always went by the second son, and then once we found that out, I had to readjust. You know, the third.
right, right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, I'm not trying to cut you off.
Are you
So,
good?
man, I remember growing up. You know what I'm saying? The video I seen you on, I didn't even know it was you. That only if you want it. Yes, I
A
really want it.
lot of people they
That
don't
was you.
know. Yeah, that was me. A lot of people don't know because they think that's my older brother. You know what I mean? Until he correct them and let them know, nah, that's my little brother. You know what I mean? That was me in that video, thugging out, low
Right,
riders, wet t-shirt contests,
man.
all that shit. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. I remember seeing that as a kid, man. I'm like, damn.
Man.
So, yeah, man. So tell me, went into the process of the hologram.
Uh, I mean, it just came up. I mean, that probably was just like an idea Rock the Bells had. You know what I mean? You know how they are with the legendary performances and shit. But other than that, they had that idea of doing the Tupac, the Old Dirty Bastard hologram and then my Pop's hologram. So when we
Yeah,
did that, my sister was basically, the structure somehow. They just had to, work around that shit as far as her facial features, because women facial features is a little
right.
more, slimmer than our shit. So they just
Yeah,
had to work around that. I was the voice, and then my brother, Lil Easy, was the movement. So they made it a way to incorporate his family as far as doing that. So
yeah, yeah, man. Cause like when I seen that shit, I'm like, damn, they did it with Pac, ODB. You know what I'm saying? And I know like the ODB situation. I think they use his son, right?
yeah. They use Young Dirty for
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, that was
yeah.
cool.
So,
That shit came together pretty cool though too.
hell yeah, because I mean, shit, who would have thought they would have did an easy E hologram? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
nobody would have thought that.
Yeah. So, tell me about the Straight Outta Compton video or movie. Like, were you involved? Like,
Uh
because
well, they gave they gave me and my brother a chance to try out. You know what I mean? Which I felt was fair, but
right,
you know, it's really in us. You know what I mean? Because we lived it, we've been around it outside of an actor, but more than likely they wanted a seasoned actor for that situation. They probably would have had a little harder time with us dealing with the story. You know what I mean? Like shit that we probably would have been like, hell no, I ain't doing that, or that didn't happen, or fuck what you talking about. My pops, nah. So that
yeah,
probably was their best bet as far as even though a lot of people might feel like they should have included one of us or all of us in some way. They did what
yeah,
they did. You know what I mean? And that's how that shit went by. So
and see what's crazy is like I know people talk to people, seeing people on comments on YouTube where they're like, man, they got Eazy-E's son, he looks just
Mm,
like him, the actor. I'm like,
that ain't right.
that's that's none of their family,
They
like,
don't know
you
no
know what I'm
better.
saying?
That's all it is. They don't know no better. You know what I mean? Like you can
Yeah,
tell anybody anything and they just gonna ride with it. You know what I
right,
mean?
right, right, right. Yeah, they believe it. You know what I'm
But he cool.
saying?
Don't get
So
me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Shout out to my boy Jason Mitchell. You know what I mean? Like cool dude. Played his part. You know what I mean? He wasn't in control of the full on script. He just had to do what he had to do. So you know I'm gonna give a shout out to my boy Jason Mitchell for playing that role.
right, right, hell yeah. So as far as I see your brother, Lil E, he doing this thing with Daz right now. Like,
Mm-hmm.
is he messing around with Death Row, like straddling the fence?
Um,
Like,
honestly, it's crazy you say that because of like even back in the day, like my brother Ben, not to say that he was just messing with Death Row, but he was always messing around with specific artists like Daz and you know what I mean, et cetera, as far as from back then, even when my brother started, you know what I mean, when he first kind of like burst on the scene. So, but I'm not too sure. I don't think it's no like Death Row. None of that is just the fact of, you know what I mean, the niggas that we know or we work with or bump heads with, you know, which is, you know, Daz, Corrupt, et cetera, et cetera. So that's how I see it. I don't fully know, you know what I'm saying,
okay,
what's going on because I got my own program here. But other than that,
yeah,
you know, I've been seeing, you know, they got a project coming out, The Legacy, Daz and Lil Easy. I'm featured on that one.
yeah,
Catch your boy
yeah,
E3
yeah,
on that good old make believe track. I'm on there.
yeah,
I had to force my
yeah,
issue, but you know, that's
yeah.
what's going on with that.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that on the album, like art
Yeah.
track list. Yeah. So hell yeah, man. So have you ever reached out to Snoop, or has Snoop reached out to you?
I never reached out to Snoop. I mean, it's funny. I remember last time me seeing Snoop. Well, not the last time, but I did see Snoop on a Straight Outta Compton premiere, and we basically smoked. You know what I mean? We just hung out for a little bit, chopped it up, but it wasn't nothing like major. It was me, him, and my brother, and a couple other cats. I think in security. But other than that, I never really reached out to
Yeah.
him. You know, I always been around specific areas that he was, or you know what I mean. But we never really had the time to chop it up.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. See, I knew he was gonna come in and try to
Yeah.
take over.
Yeah, man. So I got a couple more questions, and I'm gonna let you, deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Because we hollered on that situation a little bit ago. Um, if your pops was still alive, like, do you think he'd still be doing music, doing groups,
He'd be
both?
doing
Like,
everything, man. It's like Pops was ahead of his time back then. Pops probably would have been into some technology type shit, all type. He still would have been on everything. You know what I mean? Like Pops wanted his hands on everything, so I think he'd still be doing music. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to say would I still be doing, would I even be doing music if my Pops was alive? Because you know that kind of pushed me, you know, and my family to do what we do because Pops gone. You know what I mean? So if he was still here, I'd probably be playing football, basketball, you know, sports, you know, shit that I
right,
was doing
right,
before.
right.
But, you know, music and shit always been tied in with me because I've always been around my pops when he was doing what he was doing. So,
Hell yeah.
but
So, hey man, you got anything? Let's see. So, like, you got any tours, anything lined up coming up?
right now I'm working on this Ruthless Minds tour. I got a couple dates locked in, some for May, a few for June. Still working on adding more dates. So, you know, that's what I got brewing. So starting around May and June, I'm gonna be doing the Ruthless Minds tour.
Okay. So, the fans that don't have your link or like merch, anything like that, you want to speak on?
I mean, well, this is my link. I mean, you'll be able to find me almost anywhere if you just type in my name. If you're looking for music, Spotify, whatever, I'm damn near somehow everywhere. If it ain't just my personal music alone, I'm featured on a lot of nigga shit.
Yeah,
So, you know, you'll find me
yeah.
somehow, some way. They might have
And
my
man,
name, you might have
yeah,
my name different, but you know, I'll go by all the same shit. So,
yeah, yeah. So, man, we got two tracks
mm-hmm,
actually. That one, I Get High with Cocaine.
mm-hmm.
I want to get him on here too, but that's a different subject, different story. Uh, So yeah, man. Is there like a biopic or anything coming out you guys are working
Oh,
on?
nah, not that I know.
Uh,
I've been in the cut,
uh,
man. So it's a lot of shit that I mean, some shit that I get wind of be a little late for me to hear about. But other than that, I don't know. I don't know what's going on right now
okay.
as far
All
as
right,
that.
man. All right, cool. Well, shit, I appreciate your time, man. You know what I'm
All the
saying?
time, bro. You know what's up.
Yeah, for sure. When hey man, I got this record too. I ain't, it's off in the cut, but I'm gonna get you a copy of the record,
Mm-hmm.
and I get you a copy of the CD. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
So
on and
you know,
cracking.
man, link that shit up. But all right now,
My
that's
boy,
okay, man. Appreciate you. Be
you have a good
blessed.
one. I appreciate you, brody.
For sure.